Why aren't we recording? Because I just never recorded anything. Oh my God, I hate myself. Hey y'all, happy holidays. So excited to share this video with you today because it's so festive and fun, and I can't wait to make these recipes that I'm gonna share. Today we're leveling up our leftovers yet again, but this time in the theme of Christmas and the holidays. I'm sure you've got some gingerbread cookies that you made or received, maybe a gingerbread house. Gingerbread is, you know, the flavor of the season right now. So it's one of my favorite flavors as well, and these are my favorite cookies. I made my own gingerbread recipe, of course, which is on hotforfoodblog.com. And these are my cute little shapes with icing. So we're gonna level up some gingerbread into a gingerbread cookie butter, and then a gingerbread man bark. Very simple ideas, but you might just get sick of eating the cookies, or they might start getting stale by like tomorrow or the next day. So these are two really awesome, easy ways to level up the cookies into more tasty treats to keep it exciting, keep you interested in still, you know, eating treats until the new year. Don't give them up yet. It's not 2021. We're still in 2020 and we need to eat our sorrows. So in the blender, we're just gonna throw some cookies in here, and I'm looking for anywhere between 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of gingerbread cookies crumbled. So I've got 4 here, 8 cookies. So whiz these up in the blender until you get like a pretty small crumb. So it's about a cup of crumbs. So now we're gonna heat these gingerbread cookie crumbs with some water in a saucepan over medium heat just for a few minutes. Then just whisk in a little bit more cinnamon and ground ginger. You just wanna heat this right before it starts to thicken. It's only a couple of minutes. Don't let it cook at all. So remove this from the heat and add it to the blender. Now, if it's not too hot, you can taste it right now and see how sweet it is. Might be personal preference. Yes, like definitely need some sugar for me. The icing on top wasn't enough. So let's add a couple tablespoons of maple syrup along with some refined coconut oil and blend this until it's smooth like a nut butter. My blender has a nut butter setting, so it's kind of epic. It really whipped it good. Look, it's steaming. That is a glorious thing. It's warm, it's creamy. If you want, add another tablespoon of maple syrup, totally up to you. I think I might add just a little bit more. So you do want to keep this in the fridge, and then probably before serving, just heat it up a little bit. Look at that, my friends. Woohoo! The key is having a really good blender, truthfully. You can do it in a food processor, but I don't think it's gonna get this emulsified. You could also use an immersion blender, like a hand immersion blender, because that's like how you make mayonnaise and stuff. So it will get this like very fluffy, smooth consistency. So it makes a heaping cup full, about 1.25 cups. So the reason I made the cookie butter first is because I was thinking of maybe adding some of it into the bark. Of course, you don't have to do that. Maybe you're only gonna make one of these recipes depending on how many cookies you have left. All right, so we're ready to make the gingerbread cookie bark. So I have pretty much everything I need out here. I've got my leftover gingerbread cookies. I have 1 package of vegan chocolate chunks. You can use vegan chocolate chips or chopped baking chocolate. It's a 10-ounce bag, which is about 2 cups. And then I've got some vegan mini marshmallows, our cookie butter, some sprinkles, and some crystallized ginger that I'm gonna chop up into smaller pieces. And you can pretty much put whatever you want in this bark. It would be cute to have like little red and green type candies, but it's hard to find those vegan, so I don't have them. I'm gonna be crazy and like pick out the red and white and green sprinkles from this bowl. But really all you have to do is get a Silpat lined baking sheet. Then we're gonna melt the chocolate over kind of a double boiler. So you just put a little bit of water in a saucepan, place the glass bowl of chocolate over top, and heat it on high until it's melted and smooth. Then you just pour this onto the Silpat mat, spread it out. It won't go all the way to the edges, so just try to get it in an even layer. So decide how you want to decorate this. I'm not really sure, but what I did do is I made some little sad face 2020 quarantine gingerbread men who are not having a good time. And I thought it'd be funny to put them in here because it'll look like they're kind of drowning. Now on the internet and on Pinterest, I just saw people putting the cookies like this or crumbling them. But I thought it would look cool if you place it so it looks like it's drowning. Now you need to prop up the head with something, so then you can put a little marshmallow behind his head and that will keep it upright. And then you can have little pieces of icing, looks like snow, right? Whatever. Break up the icing, like have fun with this. Actually, that might just melt, I'm not sure. But then you can like take his arm and be like, ah, I'm drowning. Oh, and I covered it in chocolate, so that doesn't work. Let's just eat that one. Okay, take the other arm, and then he's drowning in chocolate. Again, prop it up with, might not need propping, but just in case. There you go. And then I'm picking out my little sprinkles here. So I've got white sprinkles, which look like snow. I definitely want some candied ginger. I mean, this is gingerbread bark, so I really like candied ginger. So get that spread around. Obviously you need to like this, not everybody does, but it's spicy and tasty. Okay, where's more of my sad face, guys? Here, let's put a sad face gingerbread man. Let's put some flat. Look, we can put a broken foot here. Oh, he's just so sad. And then I have the little dots from like the icing, so I feel like we could put like his buttons like on the chocolate. They just pop right off. Okay, now we want some marshmallows. I like kind of breaking them in half so they're not huge, but you could have some big, some small. So just get this however you want. Now there's nothing salty here. You could put flaked salt. You could put pretzels. I have some pretzel rods, but I think I'm just gonna stick to this. You can also crush up your gingerbread men and then just like have bits of it all over the place. Again, here's another foot. Oh, poor guy. The dead gingerbread man. So crumble some up, just make it really textured and pretty here. Again, if you had white vegan chocolate, you could use that instead of dark chocolate. That would probably stand out more, but it's very hard to find nice vegan white chocolate, so I just used regular chocolate. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up and then let it sit in the fridge to get really hard and then break it up. Well, there it is, the gingerbread cookie bark. It looks fabulous. I'm very pleased with it. How whimsical. Perhaps the most whimsical thing I've ever made. I don't think I've ever made anything with a face on it, have I? I don't think so. I just put it on wax paper. You could also do wax paper or parchment paper instead of the Silpat mat, but I did the wax paper for the photo because then you can't see it. So, I mean, it would be pretty also if you just, you know, served it like this on a platter. I'm just gonna have a little piece here. I ended up putting flaked salt on it. I think a little bit of salt just breaks up how sweet it is. The candy ginger is amazing. It's one of my favorite things to use in like baked goods. I also put it in my crinkled ginger cookies on the blog. So when you bite through, there's chunks of ginger in there. Gives it a little spice. A little piece of cookie there. Mine got a little soft because I have them in a container with the lid on too tight. Well, this is fun. I think it's fun for adults, but definitely for kids. If you got a family, you can like make something fun like this together. In fact, here's a little throwback for you. I've been making gingerbread cookies since I was little. And we would just make a mess of the cookies like this. So now I'm a little more sophisticated. Just keep it monochromatic, white icing, brown cookie, very cute. But those are the cookies that I used to make when I was little. The cookie butter, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't last quite a while. Just keep it in the fridge. I didn't test freezing it. but I'm sure you'll just want to eat this up. It's very much like an apple, like a caramel for apples. Like I feel like it tastes and feels like that in your mouth. I prefer it a little warmed up. Right now it's room temperature, so it's still good. But when it was warm, it had the best, I feel like, concentrated flavor. So just heat it up in a microwave quickly. Yum. Now I gotta find stuff to eat with this. I don't know. All right, a few things to let you know since, you know, it's the holidays. I probably won't be back till the new year sometime, don't know when. If you're still thinking of like what to make the next couple days for your feast, get Hot for Holidays, my holiday ebook with 5 amazing, never before published, super epic and tasty holiday ideas. We've got the pumpkin spice fondue in there, the maple tahini cauliflower steaks with pomegranate, also the potato cake. Pretty epic, if I do say so myself. So go get that, it's linked below. Also, you can still pre-order Hot for Food All Day, comes out March 16th, 2021. If you purchased or pre-ordered that for the holidays for yourself or for somebody, hopefully you claimed your free ebook, Just Dessert Stuff. If you haven't, if you pre-ordered it from any retailer at all, just keep your proof of purchase and you have until the launch date, basically, just before the launch date, to claim this ebook of 10 dessert recipes, also never before published anywhere else, and they're not in Hot for Food All Day. So it's 10 bonus recipes. So click the link below on hotforfoodblog.com and claim Just Dessert Stuff if you haven't already. You'll get a downloadable PDF. Also, only a few more days until the Hot for Food merch shop officially closes. I'm closing it down at the end of 2020. So everything is 30% off right now. Get it while you can. It's basically now going to be limited edition. And yeah, just going to focus my energy elsewhere. Don't feel like putting energy into merch. It's truthfully not that lucrative, but hopefully this 30% off you know, entices you and inspires you to maybe get a Vegan Queen sweatshirt or a Nooch God piece or whatever, manifest your life. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching today. I hope that you level up your gingerbread cookies, and if you share it online, make sure you tag at Hot for Food so I can see your creation. And let me know what you're eating the gingerbread cookie butter with. I think it might be good with that brioche croissant toast that I shared on Hot for Food approved episode. Was that episode 1 or 2? Can't remember, but it would be good on that. Toast it up. Lots of other things. So I guess that's it. See you later, 2020. Good riddance. Go F yourself. I'm just kidding. Leave your adieu in the comments below to 2020, and I'll see you guys next year. Love you so much. It's been a blast. I'll see you in 2021. Okay, bye guys.